And I'm live? Yeah, I'm live. Hey, what's up? Hello, nobody. Streaming to myself tonight. I wanted to do some work on my Ender over here, and I didn't want to skip too much with the stream. Trying to get used to the streaming thing. So I just figured I'd hop on and do a little bit of work, get you guys caught up a little bit. Let's head over to the bench. So, in the meantime, since I saw you guys last, I got the bed installed. There really wasn't much to that, so there wasn't a whole lot of point in streaming it. All I did was bolt it on. This kit does use some, you can see them right in there, some little machined aluminum spacers to mount the bed on instead of springs, because we're using a probe and a mesh. We don't need the springs. You can get away without them. We're just mounting the bed solid here. The other thing with the bed that I had to do was, you'll see it when I flip it over to start working on some of the electronics, I had to extend these two bed wires right here. This is about where they ended. There wasn't a whole lot of room to go through the deck plate and reach underneath, so I extended them. I'll show you how I did that when I flip it over. But that's basically where I'm at. I had started putting the tool head together. I had to take the tool head back apart, ran into some issues, mainly with some of the upgrades that I made. I'm using this cool Darwin Evo modified stealth burner. This is just a stealth burner, so even though it looks wildly different than a stealth burner, it is what it is. Everything on the inside is the same. If you're familiar with a stealth burner at all, this should look very familiar to you. It is literally just a stealth burner inside. Uses the same fan configuration, uses the same LED configuration, uses the same fan board there. It's just a stealth burner. This is likewise just clockwork too. I'll open this up in a little while. This is one of the pieces that I had to redo. This tool head on the Evo was not meant for drag chains like the EnderWire uses. And I neglected to think of that. So this cover came all the way back to here, and I had no place for a drag chain mount. Now let me fix this other camera real quick. And now you can probably see. Now you got both views. There was no place for a drag chain mount because this came all the way back to here. So I had to shrink this down and then come up with a way to mount the drag chains. I think that was all I had to do here. Somebody asked me off stream how the belts were fastened, and couldn't really remember if I had answered that or not, so I will show you if I can find a good view of it. All right, we're gonna come in on Ta-da! Well, maybe not. Maybe the other one was better. Review. We've got some tool head wiring. There we go. I already have my extruder plugged in on the back here. And then I have 4 plugs. So I've got... Well, let's look at the manual and see what it tells me to do. Looks like the heater element goes into...
People be acting like the beast is gonna be there for them, you know what I'm saying? Like a beat is not so...
this far one over here.
Clears. Period.
Need a little something to lift up on the bottom of this, I think, so we can get it aligned properly. There we go. All right, there's our heater. And then we need the thermistor. May have to route that a little bit differently. I don't think that cover is going to close like that. Try and tuck those guys up out of the way in a minute. First, we have to get this thermistor plugged in. You guys can't see anything, I'm sorry. Really awkward. There we go. All right, so we got our thermistor plugged in, we got our hot heating element plugged in. Now, according to the diagram, the probe goes in this one. And the micro switch goes in the one under it. So we'll plug the micro switch in first. And we'll plug the probe in. And we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with all these wires. They're very much in the way. Those will kind of tuck out of the way. Something like that. It's gonna stay there. And not particularly. I think that'll be all right once we get that. Pull them up a little bit. Yeah. And I think we're just gonna do the same thing here. And that will be all right. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. I'm just going to close this down for a moment because we're done in there for now. We're going to work on this guy. Make sure these wires are all out of the way, which they are currently not. And then what's cool about these tool head boards is they're two-piece. So if you look on the bottom of here, there is an empty female pin header here. And there's a male one there, and these are just going to kind of slot together. Make sure that they are fitted properly, and they are. We'll run the screws in. I'm not sure what that third header on that tool head board is for, but maybe we'll come up with something at a later date. The other thing I had to do was find an ADXL mount for this. Did not find a permanent one because it's covered up by part of the funkiness we did up top here. But I did find one that we can temporarily mount down there. All right, well, let's the tool head together. I think in the instructions here, we need to put our drag chain in. We need some of these guys, little M3x6 flat heads. And it looks like this one is going to go on the tool head. Turn this around. This one's going to go here. And then says this one mounts to the rail. I don't remember there being a piece there that's printed. And I am very quickly running out of printed pieces. So I do not believe there is a printed piece. So we're just going to put a couple of these M3 hammer nuts in there. A couple of these guys. I don't even know if we can get two in there. Sorry, I'm working off camera here. Not sure if there's going to be room for two next to each other here. Let's see. Yeah, maybe there will be. All right, somewhere around here. Man, I should have organized before I stopped on stream tonight. I should have chain cover. Now that I know I printed. Man, a professional would have had this set up ahead of time, so he wasn't searching here. That's all right. A workshop is a disaster, so it is to be expected. Parts in here. Oh. Is hardware. Nothing. Man, I know I printed that thing. Let's just electronics parts. So weird. Where would that have gone? How come you guys weren't watching me, huh? Throw it in the bin over here with the extra parts? Doesn't look like it. No. See it over here. That is so weird. Good thing nobody's watching me make a fool of myself. That would be embarrassing. I'll have to print another one of them. Anyway, there's a piece that's supposed to come across here. And I cannot for the life of me find it. I know I printed it. It's white. I don't really have any other pieces left. I get thrown in here. Well, we're gonna need that. That. Probably that. We'll just get all this wiring out. So we're gonna need that momentarily. It's not in there. Under the printer? Nope. What a clown I am. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Just gone. Gonna need this stuff, so I might as well get it out. Well, this is unfortunate, I'm sorry. Empty filament boxes. Just go through this box of extra parts real quick, make sure it's not in there, and then we'll move on. You guys always print too many parts when you're building a printer, right? That's what this box is all the extra bits. Stuff that didn't quite make it into a build. Don't have the heart to throw out because it's a perfectly fine part, but also doesn't have a home. And it's not in here. And we're dropping stuff. I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I print another one. Exactly what's going to happen. I'll start the next print and say, oh yeah, there's that. There's that cable guide I was looking for. Thrown in here on accident? I think so. So strange. Oh, there it is. I see it. That's what I was looking for. So this is gonna go like this. Means this should go somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't think these are going to turn in there because there's two of them. Yeah, they tighten right up against each other and prevent them from turning. So we're going to take one of them out. There shouldn't be a ton of side-to-side load on this anyway. Printer's throwing a fit over there. Let's try and get this sideways before we... You can't see me. I wonder if we can get two if we do it like that. Get them pre-spun. Yeah, that's better. Get this other one started and we'll check our position again. Yeah, they'll probably be fine. You guys can't see that at all. All right, now the manual here says we need 16 links of chain. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2 extras here. I'm sure there's a proper way to do this, and this isn't it, but and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'm only going to hook this on one end for now because we have to get at those the back links to open them. Links that maintain the cable. You know what? I don't know if this is correct. If I do this, I think we got these backwards. Yeah, because that shouldn't come up like that. That shouldn't come up like that because it's just going to bunch up. These should be the other way around. So that the chain holds it flat so it doesn't come up over the tool head. After all that fighting with this thing, this one needs to be down here. I turn these again. Screwdriver's magnetic and it's pulling that nut around. Let's see if we're still in the right spot. A little far away, we can adjust that later though. And this one will go up here. Yeah, this is better. You see, when this is installed, it's not going to let that chain want to come up. Show you in a second here. What are you doing there, chain? Get in there. There we go. I'll go like that. See how nice and low that chain is now? See in this other camera how nice and flat this is across the top? You can't loop it up. It just stays right there. I do have to adjust the length a little bit though, because we're a little bit too far over. All the way at the end stop, we're rubbing up against the belt. This over here, can't have that, so we gotta bring this in. That is where we need to be. And how are we here? Yeah, looks like we're a link too long. That's weird because when I put the bed chain on, that was a link too long from what they said as well. Let me pop a link out of this. Bring this back over. Maybe. Why don't you lock in? other side. There we go. We are not hitting the belts. And we can still come all the way to this side. We can still come all the way across. Yeah, I think we're good. And this guy fits. Yes. Can't see that though. We are good. Chain installed. Alright, moving on. What do the instructions have to say for me now? Yeah, this says 16, but I can double check, but I'm pretty sure we ended up at 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 15. Oh, it wants the wire in there. All right, well, I have it right here. We can put it in there. Go back to the bench. And we do have to pop one of these back off. Probably this one will be easier. I think my wife just got home, so if you guys don't mind for a moment, since there are 0 people watching me, I'm gonna go say hi real quick. All right, I'm back. Ooh. Get caught up on some messages. All right, and we were doing wiring. Run some wires. Cable chain off of here. After I spent all that time getting them on, just to immediately take them back off. And we gotta open all these up because that's where the cable's gonna live. Oh, and it looks like I have made yet another incredibly poor design choice. Gonna have to remake this cable cover again, because it is not gonna fit this toolhead PCB. So I'm just gonna, no, I can't take it off because I've got the face on. Ay, ay, ay. I think I got these nuts a little bit too tight and they're kind of changing the shape of this end piece. That's why they're not fitting very well. There we go. And we're definitely going to have to do something about this cover because she's not going to work like that. Maybe I can make it so they'll go in. I don't know. I'll have to work on that. We'll worry about that at a later time. I do want to secure these wires to this though, and thought I had left a little zip tie slot. Of course, I don't see it now. On the wrong side. We'll have to workshop that a little bit too. Do need a zip tie though, it's time for that. Kit happens to come with a few, so we'll slide one in here. The nifty little channel in this printed part. You can see this right here. Can't. Right here in this printed part, there's a little channel for a zip tie to go. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to crank down on this yet because I don't know what my final length is going to be, but I do want it in place. And then I think we're going to install the other cable chain. I do believe that these ends are installed in the correct position because I'm pretty sure I checked them. I think I have a little bit of housekeeping work to do when this build is done. I need this overhead camera to be a little bit more adjustable. Got an idea on how to do that. And I need a little bit more light as well. Nope, that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that yet. Pop that back off of there. Because the wires need to go in the middle there. I guess we'll fit this first. These need to go something like this. Not final placement, but close enough for now. And then all of this stuff needs to go down inside this hole in the base plate right there. I think I'm gonna lay this on its side. This might be a little bit easier to do. And there we go. Our wires are now under. Again, this is just kind of approximate until I figure out what I'm doing with the cover there. I don't think I'm actually going to get to wiring anything, but I would like to get the electronics mounted, and I believe that's next. Let's go over to the computer. Yeah, that is exactly what's next. So we'll get the Creality board, the power supply, the buck module, and the Clipper expander. Let's do the power supply first. We have power supply. We need M4 by 20. 4 by 20. 2. Then we need these 2 pieces. It looks like they go something like this. Then we have an M4 by 6. To hold this guy like this. And I'll give you a better view here in just a second. So this is what we have. We have this long one, and then the 2 short ones. And this goes right. This is the top, so this is going to go right here, I believe. All right, I have this. No, did I install this backwards? Hang on. Oh yeah, this is right. Except that the wires for extruder are a little bit in the way. put some heat shrink around these wires to try and protect them a little bit. Let me try and get rid of a little bit of that. Oh, that's not going to work. And failing miserably here on stream. All right, there we go. I think I got it. I don't know if I can show you, but this side slips down into the channel. Get a little bit of slack here. And then the other side gets bolted to the extrusion. What size bolts we're going to use? 5 by 10. One. There's 2. All right, next up we have the boards. We're done with this for a moment. Bring that back in a little bit here. But we have the mount for the Pi. We have the mount for the main board. And we have the mount for the buck converter. These are all M3 by 8. So we have, here's the board. The board goes thusly. Oh, that's for the expander board. Looks like I forgot to print one. Oh, we'll have to do that a little bit later. I'm going to call this stream in a few minutes here anyway, so I'll add that to the list of things I've got to print tonight. The buck converter is going to go on this guy. These are M3 by 8s. I think we're going to reuse some of these. Oh, that's a Phillips screw. That's not going to work. There we go. I think I'm actually going to put some longer ones in these. They didn't bite very well. Plastic looks just a little bit thicker than the front ones. I don't know if you can see that at all. Focus. Yeah, that back tab's thicker than the front one. Let's see if these are too long. They may be. Yeah, they're a little long. I think they'll be all right though. These I'm reusing out of the Ender parts. All right. Now, I've got a pie in here somewhere. And here we go. Pie goes on this like this with some M2x10 self tappers. Just so happen to have some here in the kit. 4 of those. This is a pie that came with a pile of parts that I got, so I have no idea what's installed on it. Be cool if Clipper was already on it, but I really don't know. I don't think I have a black mainboard bracket printed. I'm double checking my Boxo extra parts over there. Get the Boxo parts back out. I knew I had a black and a red one there. They're not going to do the trick for me though. Yeah, I don't have a black one printed. I don't think I'm willing to throw either of those into this otherwise beautiful build, so I'm gonna have to print one of those in a little bit here. We can do the clipper expander though. That's that. Clipper expander is gonna go like this. A couple more M3x8. Those are too long. Those aren't 8s. Honestly, we can probably get away with those 6s from earlier here. I think they're better suited here than through that plastic, so put them in here. Again, I'm reusing these out of the Ender parts because why not? And I think I'm just going to mount these components and then call it because I still have to print the mount for the board here. Like a bonehead, I didn't do that. Alright. So over here next to the power supply goes the buck converter. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right, buck converter time. So this guy's job is to step 24 volts out of this power supply down to 5 volts. And probably what we're going to be powering the Pi off of. Maybe I can power my LEDs off of it as well. have the clipper expander. Goes on the side over here. I need a different view of this to make that happen. And again, probably not ideal for you guys. I don't think you're going to be able to see anything, so. Alright, buck converter installed. And then the Pi goes on the side. That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, it does, okay. Goes on the side with the power supply, mounted to the center rail. Alright, Pi is mounted. The only thing we got left to mount under here is the board, and then we can start wiring. So I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. Apologize I didn't get a little bit more done. It is what it is. Forgot to print a part. Rookie maneuver. Thanks for the 0 people that tuned in. I hope anybody watching this after the fact appreciates it. And